So this past August was insane for me because there was a lot of stuff that happened aside from all the figure events that happened, because we had a lot, right? So we had Amiami Camp, Summer Wonder Festival, Mega Hobby Expo, which is probably my favorite for the month because Mega Hobby had Alter, Kotobukiya collection, we had Smile. We also had an FGO Fest. That's not a figure event, that's an event for Figure Order's mobile game JP, but they did announce some merch there. It was a crazy month for figures too, because I did have to pay for quite a lot of figures. A few of them got delayed till September though, and now September is very expensive. I'm gonna show myself a little bit. If you buy from either Tokyo Otaku Mode or Hobby Link Japan, I have affiliate links with those websites. So if you do buy from those websites a lot, you know, use my link and buy something this month, because I really need it. Let's start off with Amiami Camp. So first up, Arknight's Chen China dress version. This was announced a while ago as well, which by the way, if any of the figures I talk about here were announced a while ago, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but they really like to re-showcase pictures of figures here. And some of these are actually already out for pre-order as well, and may have been out for pre-order for the past month now, because I'm a little bit late with this video. So yeah, we got Arknight's Chen. We finally got a much more clearer picture of her, and she looks fantastic. This is by Apex Toys. We got some Azur Lane figures. So starting off, we got Amagi Serene Lotus version by Apex Toys. Nice. Formidable Lady of the Beach version by Amiami. Apex Toys is also making some mini Azur Lane figures, so we got Lamalin and Taiho. Lamalin looks absolutely adorable here. Massachusetts is getting a figure as well. This is her Dress to Impress version by Broccoli. Fantastic. I love the fact that the dark-skinned tanned girls in Azur Lane are finally getting some love. I'm very tempted to order this, but it's from Broccoli, and I don't really have a ton of experience with Broccoli, so this is either going to be a really hit or miss, depending on the promotional photos, and even after the promotional photos, sometimes figures can vastly be different from the promos. Apex is coming in with another Azur Lane figure, this time of Shokaku, the crane that dances with the wind version. Not bad. This is probably going to turn out really good. Black Lagoon Revi is getting a figure as well. I don't know who's manufacturing this. Black Lagoon, pretty old school. It's considered old school now, I'd say. How many of you guys watching this video actually watched Black Lagoon? I'm willing to bet like a large majority of anime fans nowadays haven't actually even seen Black Lagoon. Destiny Child is getting a figure of Akrasha? I have no idea how to pronounce her name. Yeah, Destiny Child. I played the mobile game when it came out day one, and then I never like touched it ever again. But the art is very good in Destiny Child. This might be surprising to you, but Koreans are way more hornier than JP. Do you guys know how big like the webtoon scene is? Koreans are mega horny. And not only that, but they're mobile games too. Like Destiny Child's Korean. There's Lost Origin, which is, my god. Grand Blue Fantasy is getting some figures as well from Apex Toys. So we got Silva, Gentian Blue version, and Vera, Crimson Dress version. I'd totally be down to getting Silva's because Silva's one of my favorite characters from Grand Blue, but I can't really justify myself buying it. I don't play Grand Blue enough to justify me buying it. Like for me, if I buy a figure, I gotta be like really invested into the series, and I stopped playing Grand Blue like quite a long time ago. Next up, we have Guilty Gear Jacko by Apex Toys. Hey, this pose took over Twitter for like an entire week, and in that time they made a Tifa figure of her doing the same pose. I don't even know if that's real or that was just a really good model, but like either way, I can't believe that just happened. Apex Toys is actually coming with a Nekopar figure, Chocolate and Vanilla, Eden's Dream version. Not bad. Plum is making some mini Nekopar figures of Maple and Cinnamon. Princess Connect Redive is getting some Apex Toys scales. Quintessential Quintuplets is getting some figures from Plum, minifigures, and then they're getting this huge set piece from Prisma Wing of all of them sitting on a couch. Like if you're a person who collects figures based off of like how much space it takes up, you're definitely not going to be getting this one because goddamn, that takes up a lot of space. We have a slime figure for Milliam and Rimuru. I say Rimuru even though he's not like designated on it, but he's like right there underneath her butt. And we got Tales of Arise Shion by Amiami. I think this might have been announced previously, and then we got a Unicab figure of Rin Middle School Student version by Plum. And that's pretty much it for Amiami Camp. Next up we'll go over is Kotobukiya Collection. That way I can just focus on Kotobukiya stuff. Genshin Impact fans rejoice, we got Aether and Lumine. These are actually already out for pre-order, I'm pretty sure. You might be able to still buy it in the link in the description, either at Otaku Mode or Hobby Link Japan maybe. Next up we got Tales of Arise Alphins, finally painted. This might have been out for pre-order as well now. We got my favorites coming up. So we got Trails of Cold Steel Crow Armbrust. Yes. I'm definitely gonna be pre-ordering this. He looks pretty good. Hopefully in the painted version he looks good as well. I didn't really pre-order Reens before because in the promotional pictures he didn't really look that good. Well, he looked a little bit off, which is why I didn't pre-order him. From videos that I've seen of him like in person, he does look pretty good. So I'm probably gonna be trying to get Reen on my hands at some point or another, but I'm gonna be pre-ordering Crow. Next up is Risha Mao. Next up, we have another Trails character, Rene Bright. I'm actually very impressed that Rene's actually getting a figure when there's a lot of other characters that could potentially be getting figures before her, but they chose Rene out of all people, right? If you'd think like maybe Estelle would have gotten a figure or something, but no, Rene. I didn't really like her in Sky that much, but she has grown on me a lot since then, especially in Kuro. I think she made my experience playing that game a lot better. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the Kotobukiya collection. Next up, we'll go over Wonder Festival, which had a ton of stuff shown. A lot of it I'm probably not going to be buying. AC Toys coming out with Type 95. I think I already talked about this in a previous video. I don't know why they're showing the same thing here again. Aniplex, so we got Abigail, nice. We got Koto Figs for Castoria, Konyanskaya, Mashu, Morgan, and Muramasa. I'm pretty sure I talked about these in a previous video, but we actually see a prototype for Mashu. The gun is huge. They're making a figure for Nero. Nice outfit. They're also making a figure for the most popular show this season, I would probably say, Licorice Recoil of Chisato and Takina. The one clip of them kicking each other just went completely viral. Angel Beats, Kanade, Tachibana, we got School swimsuit version. This is by CA Works, by the way. We got a lot of Bunny Girl Senpai stuff, so we got another one, like pajama versions, we got Hanfu version, we got a figure of Elena coming out, Maneki Miku, Gekota, Misaka, Strike the Blood Final. Yeah, it says Strike the Blood final. Did the final season of Strike the Blood come out? The last Strike the Blood I watched was Strike the Blood Floor. And I don't even think I finished Strike the Blood Floor. Ever since like the first season, they've been releasing the series as OVAs over like the span of like a couple of months, and it's kind of ridiculous to keep up with. Elegant, I've never heard of this manufacturer before, but they're making some Blue Archive figures. So we got Miyu and Azusa. Emon Toys coming in. So we got Belfast finally painted. It doesn't look too bad, but like, probably not going to pre-order this. I already got Alters Belfast to look forward to, which, by the way, got delayed if you didn't know. Oh, I'm going to get screwed over next month. Emon Toys coming up with some more Toho figures, so we got Ramilia and Flandre, and we also got Sakuya finally painted, and she looks pretty good, at least from the photos. There's nothing like really high quality or sharp for me to judge. Just judging from those, she does look pretty good. Next up is E-Stream. I find it funny because E-Stream, when they first appeared, a lot of people were like giving them crap for like a bunch of their figure prices. Nowadays, a lot of their figure prices are kind of like the norm, which is unfortunate. It really sucks being a figure collector right now. If you got into figure collecting 2020 post, like, goddamn. A Kurumi Hanfu version, Toka, Princess Amethyst, White Queen, Royal Sapphire dress version. We got some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. We got Macross of Ranka and Cheryl. Not bad. These look pretty huge, actually. They also announced quintessential quintuplets Itsuki and Yotsuba wedding dress version. We got a couple of figures from FNEX. So we got Hatsune Miku Galaxy version. I don't know what's up with this. Like, goddamn. I know what they're trying to do with the base with the whole galaxy theme, but it just looks really tacky. We got Don Machi's Hestia wedding dress version. We got ReZero Rem Aqua Orb version. This looks pretty cool. This would pair very well with Hatsune Miku Deep Sea version. You know, here's a degenerate idea. Grab like a fish tank, you know, fill it up with some water, put this thing in there, maybe add some like decorations and stuff. It looks sick as a display. I don't know how well the figure would look after, you know, a couple of days maybe, but probably wouldn't look that good anymore. But it would be sick for a photo. VTuber Watame Tsunomaki. Oh, my bad. Shigure Ui. Sorry, I thought it was Watame for a second. Hobby Max is coming in with Evangelion Radio Eva Part 3. Yes, that's right, Part 3. If you're already feeling broke from Part 1 and Part 2, well, prepared to go into debt. Alright, next up we have Kadokawa. They announced and showcased quite a bit of stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to try to go through this really fast. Angel Beats. Kanade Tachibana wedding dress version. Nice. Kane Android. K is also getting a figure. We got Kurumi date version, Toka date version, Kurumi Empress version. We got Eminence and Shadow beta. Ooh, that's actually interesting. I actually read the manga for this. The anime is not out yet, so I'm surprised it's getting a figure right now. I think the anime is actually going to be airing soon, if not this upcoming fall season. FGO Nero Silk of Venus version's coming. Sick. We're making a Saber Alter Negligee. I don't even know how you pronounce that word. High School DD Rias Shiromuku Bikini version. Got some race queens for Konosuba, Aqua, and Megumin. We got Albedo and Shaltier Brad versions from Overlord. Don't talk about too much SEO stuff here, but I had to talk about this one because I don't know what Kadokawa was thinking, but what is this? Alien Asuna Negligee version, man. Like, her face looks terrible here. And this is painted. I can't tell if it's just the photo. This looks not very good at all. I think I'd rather buy Seder at this point. Shield Heroes Ratelia red dress version. They're making a Spice Wolf Holo China dress version, and then we're also getting a Supersonico Megumi version. I don't really collect Supersonico stuff, but the illustrations for her character always look really good. Need. I've never heard of this manufacturer before, but they're coming out with like 2 Azulane figures. So we got Amiami Navalistic Showdown version, and then we got Yatsen Wedding version. Kotobukiya is coming out with some railgun figures for Misaka and Misaki. Mimioi finally showcasing Shokaku and Zuikaku at an event. Still haven't seen Atago Taco yet. Next up, Neon Max. I've never heard of these guys either, but they're making a blue archive figure of Kosaka Wakamo. Killer aesthetic right here. They're making some girls frontline figures. Dope. Alright, next up is QuestQ. I'm going to try to go over these figures really quick because QuestQ announced and showcased a lot of stuff at this event. We got Bondrewd from Made in Abyss. We got FGO's Okita J Soji Assassin. I'm probably not going to be ordering this one because I already have good smiles. You'll see that in an upcoming video. We got Salvaria swimsuit version from Valkyria Chronicles. We got M16 Mod 3 version from Girls Frontline, AK Alpha from Girls Frontline. We got Alyssa Reinford from Trails of Cold Steel 2. Might pre-order this depending on how it goes out. QuestQ is always hit or miss for me, so we also have a figure of Altina, Trails of Cold Steel 2. They're making a figure for Arc Raid Brunstad, Tsukihime, nice. They're also making an FGO Arturia Alter Lancer version. Sick. Desert Eagle from Ghost Frontline, DSR 50 full damaged version. Next up we have FGO Tomoe Gozen swimsuit version. I'm probably going to be pre-ordering this because Tomoe swimsuit design is probably one of my favorites from FGO. So next up we have Flandre and Reimu Komajo Densetsu edition. Now if I'm not mistaken, these are actually based off of a fan-made game of Toho that's parodying Castlevania or like Symphony of the Night. I can't actually remember. I could just be throwing information out of my butt right now. Next up we got Himeraki Yukina from Strike the Blood, Bunny Girl version. Kantai Collection is actually still getting figures. You'd love to see it. Yamakaze Kai Ni. They're also making a Melusine FGO figure as well. Not bad. Millium's getting a figure. Momo changed clothes version. We got Roxy changed clothes version. QuestQ's Ryza, Seishonagon, Shuna, Blue Archive Shizuyama. We got FGO Shuden Doji Halloween version, pretty cool. WA2000. We got Megumi for 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. And that's pretty much it for all the QuestQ stuff. Next up we have Kanata's figure from Revolve finally getting prototype. S-Fire showed off a couple of cool stuff. So we got Midorima and Muscular finally painted, right? And a couple of other ones as well. Pretty cool. 3-0 ones. These ones are all adorable because they have Rem, Ram, and Amelia, but they're also holding their childhood visions in their arms, which is absolutely adorable. SOL International making Raptalia bikini armor version, and they're also making Roxy water splash version. Spirit Tail Black Rock Shooter. We got one of Iori from Blue Archive. We got Neru Bunny version from Blue Archive. We got Kurumi Mizuki lingerie version. We got Hatsune Miku 39th Day commemoration version. We got Tan Raiza, not bad. Wanderer is making some Azraelian figures. We got Aurora, Shackled Sol version, Prayer of Plum and Snow version of Unicorn. Wave is making an Azraelian figure of Atago in her school uniform. This was actually announced like over a year ago, I'm pretty sure at this point. I don't know why they were just re-announcing it here without showing a prototype. Honolulu Among the Stalls, pretty nice. We got Sirius White Rose version, which by the way, we're getting Sirius's altar in the studio probably sometime this week. Wave is making a figure for Shoko Komi. This looks fantastic. They did a much better job than I thought was going to be possible, at least just from the pictures here. Main deal breaker is going to be whether the paint job is good or they actually make the face really well. They're making a Supersonico figure, sexy pastry version. Wings Inc. is making another figure from Jin. They're making Yuri and Stella White Tiger versions. The previous one was their China dress ones, so these ones are super good looking. Wings Inc. is also making another original art into a figure by Suave. Suiyu. This character looks sick. Looks like she belongs in Arknights. Next up, Wonderful Works' Atelier Ryza figure for Ryza and Claudia Negligee versions out. It's not out, but it's colored now and they look pretty good. The Girls Frontline figure of ZB26 is colored and it looks fantastic. And that is pretty much it for Wonder Festival. Thank God. Holy crap, that took forever. We're gonna leave Mega Hobby Expo for last because those are the ones I'm really hyped up for. So now we're getting to Smile Fest, which God, there's a lot of stuff for Smile Fest. Classroom of the Elite Ichinose Honami figure, one of my favorite characters from Classroom of the Elite. Swimsuit figure by Hobby Stock. Daylight Hermes Ricel Fusion version. A couple of FGO figures. So we got Arterial Ruler, swimsuit bunny version from Freeing. 1/4 scale, I'm going to assume. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering this. Hopefully Freeing doesn't price it outrageously stupid. We got Sei Shonagon by Fat. Next up, we got another FGO figure of Utsumi by Fat, also by Fat Company. Girls Frontline stuff. So we got AK-12, we got DP-12. My God, holy Jesus. IWS 2000, M414 Mod 3, PA-15 Marvelous Herb Cake full damage version. What is up with these skin names? RO635 Rule and Footwear Serve version. Not bad. This one actually looks really nice. Ars Notoria by Good Smile. This one looks pretty good. I love the base, right? It's very simplistic, but also has a lot of stuff packed in. Blackrock Shooter. Chi from Chobits is getting an Android. Marian's getting an Android. Evangelion Ray long hair version. We got Asuka as well. Astolfo Pop-Up Parade, we got scale figures for Castoria. I didn't pre-order Aniplex's version because I didn't really like how sharp the face looked, or like how it looked kind of weird, so I didn't pre-order it. We also got pop-up parades for John and John Alter. We got a scale figure of Summer Melt coming out. We got a pop-up parade for Mordred. We got a scale figure of Scotty, which I actually really like this, very simplistic. I like the pose. Hopefully the paint job turns out really good. It's a good smile, so I'm not too worried. Genshin Impact is getting some Nendroids, so we got Kaya, Zhao, Zhong Li. We got Hatsune Miku 15th anniversary figure, Hatsune Miku Symphony 2022 version figure, some Hololive stuff, Nendroids for Aki, Amelia and Kali. We got a pop-up parade for Amelia, Nendroid for Joe, Nendroid for Botan. I might buy that one. Papa Braid for Kali, Nendroid for Flare, Papa Braid for Gura, Papa Braid for Ina, Nendroid for Kanata, Papa Parade for Kanata, Papa Parade for Kiara, Nendroid for Lami, Nendroid for Shiana. I think this is from Max Factory though. Papa Parade for Joe, Nendroid for Noelle, Papa Parade for Shion, Papa Parade for Subaru, Nendroid for Suisei, Nendroid for Watame. My order list. We got some Licorice Nendroids of Chisato and Takina. Kutsuma is also making scale figures for Chisato and Takina as well. Hatsune Miku Shifuku version. Her outfit looks fantastic here. Figure of Neptune, little purple version. Miji Sanji's Lise. I don't watch her, so I don't really know how to say her name. The quintuplets are getting some figures as well. So we got Ichigo date version, Itsuki date version, and Nino date version. And Yotsuba Day version, which is the only one painted. Good Smile is also making a scale figure for a high summer formal version of Ryza. Scale figure of Noelle, swimsuit version. We got Shuna, Nendroid, Anya Papa Parade. We also got a scale figure of Anya and Yor as well. This was a complete big surprise. Probably the highlight. Steins Gate Kurisu by Good Smile Company. Good Smile Company was the previous title holder for the best Kurisu figure, which is the one that, I don't know if you can see, it's like actually right behind me. Waves Kurisu is actually a pretty good contender for best Kurisu figure actually, but this one right here, without a doubt, if it turns out as good as it does in this picture right here, fantastic. I don't know why there has never been a figure based off of this illustration book before, but they're actually doing it and it looks sick. I'm definitely gonna be pre-ordering this. Damn, I can just see the lighting. Oh, the set I could do for this thing. Good Smile Company is also making some Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles figures, or Nendroids I should say. So we got one for Sakura and then Shoran. Good Smile is also coming out with some Tsukihime stuff. So we got Papa Raid for Akiha. We got a scale figure for Arcoade. We got another Arcoade figure, Archetype Earth. This is made by Max Factory. Arcoade's Nendroid, which I actually do already have on pre-order. This is already out for pre-order. Arcoade's getting a Papa Parade. Ciel's getting a Papa Parade. Ciel's also getting a scale figure as well. This is her 7th scripture, 3rd cause of death, blood loss blade version. Hisui and Kohaku are also getting Papa Parades. Yo, that's a big W. We got a scale figure of Noelle from Fat, Hayasaka Ai from Freeing, Komi Shoko also from Freeing. We got Max Factory, a Kebi Nendroid. We got some Blue Archive stuff from Max Factory. So we got Aru, Asuna Buddy figure. I'm actually super excited for this figure. They look sexy as hell. I've seen colored photos of the garage kit, and I hope that the actual figure looks just as good. Karin, which is my favorite out of the two, unfortunately doesn't have the prototype made yet, but here's hoping next time. But Max Factory is coming out, which I think also got announced. All of these were announced before, but we got Shiroko as well, and we also got Miku, her collab version with Blue Archive. Parade of Kyoko from Danganronpa. We got a scale figure of Marine, scale figure of Raiko in her heroic spirit traveling outfit. We got a scale figure of the Orca that never takes a bath. We got a scale figure of Lamy, which I probably will pre-order. And then we got scale figures for Nadeshiko and Rin in their uniform versions. We got Miku Digital Stars 2022 version by Hobby Stock. This looks ridiculous. I don't really like the pole in the back, but obviously they kind of had to do that for stability. Mushoku Tensei Roxy swimsuit version by Fat Company. Overlord Albedo from Fat Company. Echidna wedding dress version from Fat Company. We got Nice Nature from Fat Company. Uma Musume. We got Twin Turbo also from Uma Musume. We got Elena, Yudu Camp, and we got Rin Lake Camping version. Alright, last up, Mega Hobby Expo. Alright, here's the good stuff. This is the bread and butter. So we got Arknights of Schwartz by Alter. E2 1/8, yeah, I think it's 1/7 scale actually, right? It's finally painted and it looks fantastic. I was hoping that by the time I uploaded this video, the price would have already been out for this figure, but it's not. I'm guessing at least 50,000 yen, right? Leave your guess in the comments down below. I'm hoping it's less than that, but yeah, really sucks. 50,000 yen, that's what I'm guessing for this figure, because if they're gonna price their Gilgamesh figure that they're making, which I'm also going to talk about right away here, that's 1/8 scale and it doesn't look that as intricate, and that's priced 30,000 yen. This is going to be way worse. The shipping price is actually going to probably be huge, because if I order this off Amiami is going to want to get a big box for the big box that this thing's already going to come in, and shipping is probably going to cost me like 20,000 yen at least. We got a lot of Azraelian stuff. So from Alter, Atako and Tako's Race Queen figure, they look fantastic. These are 1/7 scale, but they kind of look like 1/8 in this picture. I don't know, I feel like the legs are a little bit too thin. I mean, the thighs have a good amount of plumpness to them, but like the legs kind of, I feel like they need a little bit more oomph, if you know what I mean. They look a little too thin. What doesn't look thin though is Ozma's Soft Voice of Spring version. My god, this looks fantastic. I already knew it was gonna look great. This is probably gonna be one of the most anticipated figures. They also announced Baltimore's After School Ace version. Nice. And they announced one that I really wanted to be made into a figure, Bremerton's Kung Fu Cruiser. This is gonna be sick. They also have prototypes for Pola Seaside Coincidence version, double cheeked up, bro. Taiho Phoenix Spring Song version, oh my god. And then, of course, like I mentioned before, Gilgamesh. This is probably Gilgamesh's best figure, and it's made by Alter. You know the quality is gonna be there, but it's 1/8 and it costs 30,000 yen. It's already out for pre-order if you want to pre-order it. I was definitely gonna be pre-ordering this, but once I saw the price, I was like, ugh. The Karna figure also has a prototype now, Melt Summer. Alter is also making a Sakura, Grail, and Mikiri version. I didn't get any plexes, which is unfortunate, and also Saber Alters, but that's fine. I'll just buy Alters, even though there's no like Saber Alter to accompany this one. Probably still try to get any plexes at some point or later. Next up, Gundam Seed Destiny. That is not a series I would thought I would ever mention on this channel, but yeah, Mir Campbell is actually getting a bunny version figure. Freeing actually did do a Lacus bunny figure. Gundam Seed, probably one of the most controversial Gundam series in like the Gundam fandom. We got some Persona 5 figures. I believe this is from Mega House. Haru and Morgana. That is definitely not to scale because Morgana's car should not be that small. We got Princess Connect Redive Shizuru, and then we got some Uma Musume figures of Bakushin and Top Gun. Alter is actually jumping out on Uma Musume as well with Rice Shower and Teo. That's it. That's it for everything I had to talk about. Literally, the most figures that I was really excited for was Alter stuff, because Schwartz and a lot of the Azraelian stuff. I'm going broke. Special thanks to my patrons Saswat, Beast, Ralku, Zexi, Hentia, Fritz, Wandering Kitsune, ZZZ, Higeki, Rev, Pandora, OP Magician, and Digital Next.